Okay, so Apple AirPods are usually regarded as the best overall truly wireless out there. But in recent times, we have seen the competition offer much more in terms of features for a much lesser price point. And when we talk about the Android world, the competition has never been this tough, with big players like Sony and Jabra being pretty much everyone's favorites. So, on comes OnePlus with the OnePlus Buds Pro, which offers premium features for a pretty good price tag. But can it compete with the likes of Sony and Jabra? Are these good enough to be called the AirPods of the Android world? Let's find out. This is Varun from GTR and you're watching my long-term review of the OnePlus Buds Pro. Let's get started. Alright, first things first, let's talk about the design. You get a compact case here in this matte black finish, which repels fingerprints and is easily a thing to like. Now inside you get the two buds with a pairing button. I'll talk about the pairing part in a bit, but yeah, this is all you have right here. Now the buds themselves are very compact too and have a nice look to them. There's the glossy silver stem at the bottom containing the mics and the other components, while you have the black buds at the top. Now unlike most truly wireless out there, the OnePlus Buds Pro have a physical button inside the stem. It's not that pressure sensitive, which does help in eliminating all those ghost touches when you just want to adjust the grip of the buds, but that also means that it's not as convenient as a simple tap on the body. I do admire this one thing that whenever you actually press this stem, there's a nice tick sound that plays inside. It's a nice little touch that OnePlus has added and just makes it far more convenient for the user to know that when you're actually pressing on the stem, your press has been registered or not. Of course, all these touches can be customized as per the user's liking from inside the app, so there's that. Unfortunately though, there's no option here to control the volume. If I'm playing music from my phone, I just have to change the volume of my phone. There's no volume trigger on these buds, which is very disappointing. If you compare it with some options like Jabra or Samsung, they have that sensitive option in the app, or you can just customize the buttons to change the volume, maybe set it up or down. This was something that was kind of acceptable at the launch time, but even after all these months, there hasn't been an update for that. And that is really disappointing. I really hope that OnePlus can add it via a firmware update because it's a very simple thing, but yet something that's very, very important. Now in terms of protection, the case is IPX4 certified, while the buds themselves are IP55 certified. Now, I've actually used these multiple times under the rain without any issues, so that's good. Now, of course, looks are one part of the design element, but what matters more is the comfort. And that's another thing where the OnePlus Buds Pro really excel. Now, I dare say that the fit here is the best of any truly wireless that I have tried under rupees 10,000. Now, that price factor is very important because when it comes to the general factor of comfort of truly wireless, I think it's the offerings from Jabra like the 75T or the 85T that have the best comfort of any truly wireless out there. But when you look under rupees 10,000, pretty good. Now I've used these while working out and there hasn't been a fear of it falling off, which is very important to me. On the flip side, I've used these continuously for hours and my ears never hurt, which again is a common complaint that I usually have with most other truly wireless out there. Now despite the lightweight, the Buds Pro have a good grip and just makes the whole experience better. Of course, your mileage may vary depending upon your ear sizes, and OnePlus does provide a couple of extra buds to try and ensure the perfect fit. Okay, so that was all about the design, but what's the sound signature of this thing exactly like? Well, in a word, excellent. In more words, it's not for pure audiophiles, but then again, it's not a bad thing. Okay, see, here's why. See, the sound signature of the OnePlus Buds Pro is tuned for bass lovers because yes, it is tuned on the bass heavy side. And you can easily notice it. Even the mid bass is very well highlighted here. Even if you are not a bass lover, but just someone who prefers powerful EQ settings, the OnePlus Buds Pro is going to appeal to you. However, as an audiophile, you might lean towards options from Sony or Jabra since they offer a more balanced profile. Because despite whatever EQ settings you use, the end result is that the OnePlus Buds Pro always lean towards the bass a bit. However, here's the thing, for most users, leaning towards the bass side is more of a preference rather than being a con, and OnePlus clearly understands that, which is why this is targeted towards the masses and not audiophiles. The mics here are also tuned well enough to cancel out the background noises. Alright, so just to illustrate how good the mics here are, let me just play some background noise here to simulate background noise playing, and then I'll show you what my studio setup mic here from the Rode actually captures, and then we'll compare it with OnePlus Buds, right? So, there you go. Alright, so what you're hearing is my audio right now captured unfiltered from the Rode mic with some background noise playing, right?
Okay, so this is the audio sample of the OnePlus Buds Pro and the way it's been able to cancel out the background noise or the lack of it or whatever. You can get an idea of it for yourself.
Other than that, the Buds Pro also offers some pretty good ANC performance here. Now, can it outperform the likes of the Sony 1000XM4s? Obviously not. But it does give it a run for its money. I mean, this is some pretty good competition out there, and the ANC on this is pretty powerful. Not to forget that it's quite comfortable too, which in my own experience is a far more reliable choice. I mean, I don't mind compromising a bit on the level of ANC as long as it's comfortable for extended usage. The OnePlus Buds Pro offers a very comfortable ANC usage, and yeah, that is what matters the most to me. On the flip side, similar to Samsung's offering, the OnePlus Buds Pro has an ambient mode here as well that basically enhances surrounding sounds, ensuring that you don't miss out on what's going around while you're listening to your tracks. That being said, unlike Samsung, OnePlus does not really offer a slider to control the level of ambient noise. Now this is very disappointing because on OnePlus Buds Pro, it's either you have ambient sound or you don't have ambient sound. While for Samsung Buds, you have the option to control the level of ambient sound. Now for most folks, that'd be fine, but personally, I do wish this was something that you could control via the app. Okay, so the app. Actually, no, wait. Before we get into the app, let me just talk about how to pair these things. Unlike most premium truly wireless out there, these do not have Google Fast Pair. Instead, they have OnePlus Fast Pair, which basically means that if you have a OnePlus smartphone, they show up instantly on your phone. However, for anything else, you have to go through the whole tedious task of pairing them via Bluetooth. I guess it's just a way of keeping you into the OnePlus ecosystem. Anyway, onto the OnePlus Buds app itself, it's a pretty cool app. One feature that it packs in is the Audio ID, where the app plays beeps of various frequencies and volumes, all to just tune the sound to your liking. Other than that, you have various options to control the function of the stem presses and stuff. Oh, by the way, just a quick heads up about the app. The OnePlus Buds app is only for OnePlus smartphones. For non-OnePlus devices, which is basically every other Android device or even iPhones, you'll have to download the Hey Tap Music, which is, well, pretty much the same thing, but a different app name from a different app developer, Oppo House. Yeah, you get the story. It's essentially the same app, but one good thing that I do like about this app is that, well, unlike Samsung's offerings that completely drain your battery life if you're using Samsung Buds on a non-Samsung device, that is not the case with OnePlus. Speaking of which, how's the battery life of the OnePlus Buds Pro? Well, OnePlus claims that these can last about 5 hours with ANC, and in my testing, I averaged around 4 hours, which is fine. The good thing here is that these support warp charging at 7.5 watts, so you can charge the case quite quickly. It also supports Qi wireless charging at 2 watts, and that's quite convenient too. Alright, so bottom line. Are the OnePlus Buds Pro worth it? For under 10,000, absolutely yes. See, they do lack the uber premiumness of Sony's truly wireless, they do lack the super comfort of Jabra's offerings, and they do lack the extra customizability features and the overall, well, the plethora of features that Samsung offers in their buds. But this thing just seems like the perfect bunch of all of those features. I mean, it's pretty much the best of the lot in terms of overall package. And yeah, for the price that you spend on these things, easy recommendation. And well, that was it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to let us know by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more awesome tech content. Till then, this is Varun from JDR, and I'll see you in the next one.